Awesome. Tri-County saved the day. So we'll see how this goes with the firewood. So, went to the grocery store back in town, and I got some more water, some coffee, some popcorn, and the best part of it, I had this on hyperlapse, so you're not going to get to see it, but I dropped the bike in the parking lot. So embarrassing. Some guy came over and helped me, and oh, super embarrassing. It's I was on a hill, and then it's hard without the stand. And, you know, I've been riding all day and tired and blah, 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 excuse. I dropped the bike. So, back to camp. Hopefully we can start a fire. And I am ready for some food and some whiskey. And then plan out tomorrow. Because tomorrow is going to be... I think tomorrow's the last day regardless. Eagle Rock Campground, $10 per night, and all the mosquitoes that you could want. They are free. But look at the view. Home sweet home, Alabama. Sweet home, Alabama. Well, good morning. This is second day on my trip, and it's been raining a lot. It rained almost all night last night, but I stayed good and dry, and I like that in the morning at least. You know, I have a chance to unload that's not raining now. There's a slight drizzle, so I'm going to try to get packed up and get out of here as soon as possible, but I am going to sit and have some coffee, make some breakfast this morning. What we didn't talk about. So I had the issue with my tire, and I got to the dealership, which was so it was probably a 30-minute drive to get there. Got the tire fixed. Then that put me back on the MABDR, basically where I started. So I came down that same route again, and then found this camping spot at Eagle Rocks, which I'm close to Seneca Rock State Park. This I actually think is part of it. There's a really amazing rock formation just right there. This tree is obstructing the view, but just wonderful spot. But what I hadn't thought about is it's been raining. Everything's crazy humid, and I put my haven tent right on the river. It was so sticky in there last night. It was just so humid. But beautiful spot, beautiful location. My water is boiling. So I have a breakfast skillet. And then this sits another 15 minutes. So I got to the dealer, and they had a tire for me. When I called them, I'm like, great, I'll take anything you got. They like, we have one tire that'll fit your bike. And I get there, and it is this crappy road tire. And now that I made it there and I'm safe, I told the guy, hey, I need to be a little picky now that I'm here. I mean, they got 100 bikes in this place. You know, Tenere 700, Africa Twins. I just had a hard time believing they didn't have a decent tire there. So after talking to those guys for a little while, they actually didn't have a better tire. But apparently a customer had ordered a tire and didn't show up yesterday. They called, they were no call, no show, didn't show up. So they gave me his tire. Oh, it was so awesome. They turned around and ordered a new tire for that customer. He'll just have to wait a day or two. But so whoever you are, thank you. You like saved my trip. I'm very happy you weren't able to pick up your tire. So what did I get? A Dunlop what? D606F. So if that means anything to you, doesn't mean anything to me. So let's talk about some of the things that got broken on this trip. Obviously I had the tire. I think the tire was 180 bucks, and then their labor was like 150. It was $300 to get that tire, which I wasn't expecting. A little expensive. But that's life, you know. And one thing that they did for me, and I asked, is if we could put a tube in there, because it was a tubeless tire. But with that rim being a little bent, I didn't want to have to deal with any issues. Might as well use the rest of it. I didn't have to deal with any leaking anymore. So I've got a tube in that tire, which, you know, I don't generally love that, but hey, it's okay. And it's gonna save the day for this trip. And then it is a tubeless tire, so I can take the tube out later if I want. I also broke my iPhone. Something happened to my iPhone where it broke one of the cameras internally, and it doesn't recognize it. I think it just got jostled around too much, so my iPhone's broken, like one of the cameras inside, and so it says the camera is not a recognized Apple part. But it's really weird because it won't zoom correctly. It'll still take pictures, but it's really weird, and it won't focus right, and just so my iPhone got wrecked. So that's a bummer. But the worst thing, somehow inside of my tank bag I have my drone, and the drone controller is broken. You can hear parts rattling on the inside. This ride was a lot rougher than I had anticipated, with all of those rocks, and the bike took a beating, my gear took a beating, and it was awesome. It was so much fun. But like right now, I was so bummed because I have like this awesome view. Like I wish I could pop the drone up right now. Like to see this Eagles Rock, it's incredible. No drone. But I got a little drone footage on this trip of a bridge, but that's about it. Maybe a couple other spots, but oh well, it is what it is. It'll all work out. So I'm gonna eat breakfast, have coffee, and then I'm gonna get back on the road and head down the MABDR. I really haven't got very far on this BDR at all. I've been doing other things, and I've been doing the same section over and over again, probably 3 times now. And so far, everything I've done on the MABDR has been blacktop. I don't know, maybe they'll get some gravel yet. But, so that's where we're at, and I'll tear down camp, pack up, eat breakfast, get out of here, and I'll get back to you. I guess it's going to start raining in about 20 minutes, and I have to get the camp pulled up, get everything geared up, because I didn't want to be caught in the rain. So my breakfast has been interrupted. I will continue and have breakfast after I get everything loaded. But in the meantime, I got to prepare for the rain, and probably another day of rain and riding the MABDR. Well, we're getting ready to say goodbye. Haven tent's put away, everything's packed up, and the only battery that I have any juice in is this Action 4 right now. This is my DJI camera. The iPhone's totally dead. My Senna's dead. Actually, I have a Cardo. My Cardo's dead, and the Insta360 is also dead. So hopefully the Insta360 and my phone are charging inside the tank bag. Everything else is set, and as you can see with all of the rain, I don't even know why I tried to start a fire, but it wasn't possible. I had just like no luck getting the fire started. But it smoked a lot, and it got rid of all the mosquitoes, so that was cool. All right, this was a beautiful spot for primitive camping. It's pretty good, right along the river, with a beautiful view of Eagle Rock. This is not far from actually Seneca Rocks, which is another beautiful spot, but I don't believe I'll be going there on this trip. here's the view at Eagle Rock. Isn't that gorgeous? A little foggy this morning. And I just stayed right along the river, which, you know, is beautiful, but for camping and when it's already been raining for 2 days and the air is just completely humid, being by more water, it made for a sticky night inside of the Haven tent. But that's okay. I slept okay. Felt like I tossed and turned a lot, but I feel energized today, and that's what's important, right? Ready to ride. MABDR section 3 or 4. Here we come. I don't know where I'm at. Eagle Rock, named after William Eagle, a Revolutionary War soldier who lived nearby. Enlisting at age of 15, at 12/24/1776, he served in the 3rd, 4th, 8th, and 12th Virginia Regiments, Continental Line, at Valley Forge and Yorktown. Died 1848 and is buried right here. Oh, there's his grave. Mr. William Eagle, the warrior. That is an old grave. 1848. So I wanted to read this sign. It said, "Smoke Hole, a rugged canyon formed by the south branch of the Potomac River, extend 18 miles south of US 220. Early explorers reported that heavy mist rising from the canyon looked like smoke coming from a deep hole. The canyon contains caves and spectacular rock formations. Among the many caves is the Smoke Hole Cave. The name originates from the presence of smoke stains on the roof, in which may have been caused by Indian campfires." And that sign was put up in 1989, and it looks wrecked. Somebody needs to paint that. I think somebody hasn't changed Smokey's sign for a couple days, because it's been raining here for like 3 days. I just need to stop and zip up my coat.